Hello, this is my MG Phenex, or you can pronounce it Phoenix if you want. This was surprisingly one of the earlier MGs that I did, relatively speaking. And another thing that surprised me about it is the fact that I wanted it at all. I typically don't like or go for garish, outlandish things, chrome and gold and really bright colors, but this one called to me from the first time that I saw it, and I just had to get it. And I kind of regret it. I definitely regretted it while building it. My gosh, this kit was never designed, the MG Unicorn as we know it, other than the MG EX. MG Unicorn was never designed to be special coated. So it has no undergating whatsoever. It has what I would call overgating. Some of the gate positions give you the strongest, biggest, thickest nub marks that you could ever ask to not see. It was very, very difficult to get through this, honestly, especially somebody who didn't have a lot of experience at the time. Also, just the MG Unicorn design itself being a partially transforming thing, it opens all up to show the psycho frame, and not being particularly modern, not being particularly new, recent with its engineering and everything. It's finicky as heck. It's not enjoyable to have and to hold. To just have it on display, great. But, to really try to repose it or anything, nah. It's just not good. It has a decent amount of articulation. I'm actually not going to change the pose of this at all because of that, because I just want to leave it alone. I just want to look at it and love its beauty. The disco ball, the golden disco ball Gundam, as I call it. But all of the shoulders and the arms, especially lower arms, and everything about the legs just doesn't want to stay. The transformations, especially how the knees come out, those are always a difficult thing to do. All of the nub marks, this has white plastic on the inside, so all the nub marks were definitely visible on this. If you're looking at it anything closer than a few feet away, definitely bugged me a lot. So what I ended up doing at the time was using my best chrome markers, just regular plain silver chrome, and then also letting that dry fully, and then coming back with a real touch marker in a yellow color to try to match the gold. And ultimately now, when you look at it now, unless you start really looking closely at it, or unless you really know the design of this and where those gate marks are to look for them, it doesn't look that bad. So just like this, hey, I'm happy with it. I almost wish that it had been just an action figure, just so that I could just buy it and then just have it. The assembly process was not enjoyable. And yet after this, went out and got a Banshee, and then I got a full armor as well, because I wanted to have the whole trio. None of them were any more fun than this, with the exception of the fact that those don't have to deal with the gold. Also, this gold, which is, as usual, a perfect chrome silver, which they then lacquer over or paint over with a transparent yellow coat. It's very brittle. It tends to chip. So where you cut it, it will, you cut through the plastic, you kind of break through the coating, and then some bits of coating from around that area where you cut it tend to chip up, which makes the nub marks even worse. And also, of course, you cannot file or really trim down the nub marks on this very much, because if you do, you'll start causing damage to the surface around. But ultimately, I did it. It was a learning experience, and now I have this, and I'm happy at least to have this. I'm happy to have it on display. It's been a proud, maybe not centerpiece, but close to centerpiece of my collection since I got it, first put it together, probably 2.5, 3 years ago or something like that. And now I've shared it here. So thank you for watching. Hope that you enjoyed this, and I will keep growing and learning and trying different things. Bye for now.